Hey, I'm Bryony, and there are two things I like to talk about: sex and technology.
Gaming and porn seems to be the two natural things that VR is made for.
Well, if you say you haven't, you're a prude. If you say you have, you're a slut.
I gave him everything. I was half a virgin when I met him.
Technology, Jesus.
In the next 30 years, technology will move faster than it has in the last 300 years.
50 years, but going very, very slowly. And suddenly, in the last 3 years, three technologies made a
age we're living in, these computer-based tools can always surprise you.
In the next few years, humanity is going to go through a shift, I think.
The world around us will look completely different.
Check out the world of VR porn. I have no idea what to
We
expect.
already know virtual reality porn is going to be
Today
big.
we're trying our first 360 VR shoot. So it's going to be an experiment.
Like ski goggles for sex.
The way we have relationships, the way we date, the way we have sex, even sex with a robot is going to be a possibility.
Okay, look, you know how you're always talking about how you can simulate all that stuff on your computer? You know? What's the difference? Why can't we simulate a girl?
And that's why I wanted to create this podcast. Because let's be honest, sex and the future of sex is a conversation we all should be having. But sometimes it feels like we need the permission to have it.
Yo, I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand what we're trying to say, you know? But that's a part of life.
Okay, but before I get too far ahead of myself, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm from Australia, but I live in Brooklyn. And for the last 5 years of my life, I've worked in tech. Everywhere from Microsoft to small startups. I've been the translator between those building the product and those using the product. And I'm obsessed with humans and technology. I can remember the very day when I started to get this fascination with technology. It was social media was coming out, Twitter had just launched, and I was watching people communicate online and thought, this is so interesting. It's so different to the way we interact in everyday life, and these virtual personalities and personas we have are fascinating to me. And so I dove into the tech world. I ended up working in Yammer and moved across to the States to New York. And for the longest time, I was working in enterprise technology.
We have sort of a problem here.
But luckily, I happened upon this project with Absolute Vodka, and they wanted to explore the future of nightlife. So I had this incredible opportunity last year to interview 100 people across the US, mostly technologists, about what was coming. What did the future of entertainment look like? And the future of entertainment looked like porn, which was pretty fascinating to me. I thought, whoa. If all the virtual reality that we're designing is around porn, how's that going to affect our relationships in 5 years' time when everyone has a headset at home?
I'm afraid that virtual reality porn is going to ruin regular
Underestimated
porn.
how realistic it would be because they got very close to me.
Definitely the future of the way that people are going to watch porn. There's just no way that, like, we're going to watch porn on a flat screen for forever, you know?
And so after doing my own research, I set off on this project, this hobby to explore, well, what does it really mean for people when technology invades our bedrooms? And I did a bunch of interviews, interviewing therapists and techies and everyone about what they thought the future of sex would be like. And then, I was recording them and thought, I can't keep these to myself. I'm going to start a podcast. So on the future of sex, I'm going to be talking to a lot of different voices that span the world of sex and technology. Voices like creator of the popular website Make Love Not Porn, Cindy Gallop.
Centuries of repression, religion, socio-cultural dynamics in every single country in the world. That's what we have to overcome to gain acceptance of sex tech and a more open, healthy dialogue around sex.
Sex and relationship coach and Cambio founder Matt Hunter.
I feel like sexual health and really addressing your own sexuality full on, understanding it, is certainly a pillar of well-being and good health and prosperity.
And author, CEO of Thinks and 2015 Social Entrepreneur of the Year, Mickey Agrawal.
Sex is meant to be slow. Is meant to be like something that you enjoy and relax into and be present. Turn your phone off, turn your technology off. That's kind of, where I see the actual intersection of sex and technology is actually like, can there be apps that slow sex down?
I'll explore an underground club for women, software designers that are making virtual reality better than the real thing, what intimacy with a robot looks like, and share stories of virgins who are navigating their sexuality in this world of apps, sexting, porn, and teledildonics. But it doesn't all have to be strange and weird. We can bring some normalcy to this. It's about time, right, to have a normal conversation. And we have this opportunity now to take an active role in thinking through what is happening to us. We have an opportunity to take ownership over our sexuality and our sex drives and what sex means. And we can be mindful in thinking through how technology is changing us. If this all sounds interesting to you, subscribe to the podcast right now and you'll be the first to know when episode 1 officially drops. I can't wait to bring you guys along on this journey with me. Talk to you soon.